Hello, welcome to my video. I'm Jerson from Hwaseong Universal School, and the topic of this video is time. Interesting, right? Disclaimer, this is only a theory / myth and not from any other film, movies, or TV shows. So if you really find them similar, then it's not the same exactly, not exactly the same. It's just super duper, it's super duper similar, but it's not completely the same. So let's get into it. To know what is about time, you have to know what is time first. Time is is a timeline. So I got the string right here, and this represents time in the timeline. So every single universe, every single atom, every single living being is running at the same speed, same second, same millisecond. Okay? So if you really stop time, then your thoughts, if time or whoever just judges it, just controls it, stops time, then it will stop right here. Every single thing, if you jump, you'll float on air. Okay? So you won't just fall down easily because time would stop and your thoughts would still be right there after time stopping. So don't get really confused by time freezing. And also, freezing yourself is probably easy to explain. Freezing yourself is not time freezing. Every single living being around you still moves. You still have feelings. Your heart still beats. Instead, time freezing isn't. The whole world, all of the universe, stop. Okay, so don't get confused by freezing yourself and time stopping or freezing. Okay, so now I'm gonna explain traveling time, traveling into time, traveling in the past or into the future, or basically whenever you want. So traveling time is pretty interesting in some movies, of course. Some movies like to explain them, some movies like to use them as a movie sequel, and some just too good to be in the movie. So, as I said just now, time is a string. Okay, it's immortal, a spectator. So, right now, you are in the toilet, pooping, of course, and suddenly you realize there aren't any toilet paper in the roll place, and you search your pocket, and suddenly you saw a watch on the ground, and you pick up that watch, and in the back there, in the back of the watch, it labeled on time traveling watch, and the curious of you just go on and turn the dial and go back to time to go get some toilet paper. But because you watch too many movies of traveling time isn't a real problem, and you didn't really think of the consequences, you only think of the advantage. And let me explain to you. So while you're doing that, so right now, after you travel back into time already, so you are currently, let me adjust this. Okay, currently you are running, like right here. You're running and you finally realize, oh, there's a watch. Then, so I'm gonna teleport. I'm gonna go back into time. So, you go back to here. So right now, because you got your time, your toilet paper, you still go. You go to here. Okay, so it continues to another line already. See, you just keep going because time don't want you to mess it up by destroying it or traveling into another timeline. So it creates another for you, and everything here Like everything, these times are all the same until one thing. Until, because of course, after you travel in timelines, of course, because you split it already, it's supposed to be one whole one, not like 3-4 split together. So after a long time, this line, of course, this timeline will meet up with this one. So for example, you are going to your work, and suddenly your colleague looks like you, same name too, same everything, including same family, of course. And because there's two timeline making this duplicates of you. So because in one timeline we are whole, there's only one you, not even in the multiverse, only one of you. Okay, so you're gonna meet yourself right over here, and after a long time, you both could collaborate, but some of them couldn't. Some of you wouldn't. So you all would start a war, like would start hate and destroying the whole time. So now I'm going to so traveling time is like traveling. It's like having a video playback where so you reach right here. So you watch the whole entire video and you reach here. Okay. But suddenly you want to look at something, you wanna watch something again. Just teleport here, but still, this doesn't really completely explain it clearly, because if time still goes, so right now you're here, okay, you are here, and you suddenly teleport back to here. So right now you are this is original self, where you did not even like travel back into time, and this is you that shout for help. Okay, so these three of them, so suddenly they will meet up together. See, they will meet up together. So beware of traveling back into time. Every single time that you travel back wouldn't be that. For example, if you're right here, and you travel back into this time, this timeline, your original one, wouldn't be dead. It would still go, because if it's dead, then you are the one that messed up the whole timeline. Then the whole timeline will be deleted. So making time really not that immortal anymore. So it will just go like this. Okay, it will just go like delete. It will just go delete until you have no more space to delete left, and time freezes. That's probably the point. And traveling back into the future is even worse, because now you're creating more and more time of you. Like for example, your back self, like you're gonna meet yourself doing something to you, like if something like for example, you realize that someone is following you, and it's just you. Okay, so it creates the illusion where like someone is following you, and the person is you, and the another person that's following another you is you. So it probably repeats. So don't travel back into time. And also reversing time is even more easier to explain. You probably just have a playback of video. Like if you're right here and you want to play back, you don't go to the point right here. You just go rewind it only. So that's reversing time.